Yeah, my people of northern Uganda, NTV, this is a shit of a media house. Today I came across a story they were running as far as the presidential directive on eviction of Balaalo was concerned. This shit of journalists actually randomly landed on a few people in the streets of Gulu City and probably even predetermined what they should say. The people were saying that, for us, president should reconsider his position, that this is actually leaders from Gulu district, when you clearly see the street of Gulu City. But somebody is saying that he's interviewing someone from the district part of it. That is ridiculous. That is very stupid of them. And then you sample two people, all of them are saying, Balaalo, they should not be removed from Acholi land because right now they have brought for us market very near to us. We no longer go to land to buy kettles, we cannot buy from it. That's very stupid. Okay? That is very stupid. And I think NTV needs to be boycotted because this is a shit of unprofessional journalism. And the aim, probably these people have been paid to peddle narratives that goes against the impending evictions. But believe me or not, the people, the vast majority of the people of northern Uganda, and Acholi particularly, are saying the eviction is a welcome move. We do not want these people. Somebody claimed they bought the land, did whatever. We don't want to understand what they did. We do not want to understand because we have been for war for over 20 years. People are from camps, all 15 years in camps. They return to their homes. No reparation, no compensations. When the international law states clearly, anyone who has been more than 10 years in insurgencies and even in IDPs should have undergone reparations. People were just told, go back home. They went there. They were very poor. They were not empowered. Nothing was done. Then these people begin to parade money in sacks. Origins of this money, we cannot tell up to now. They begin tempting people with money. That is taking advantage of somebody who is very vulnerable. You are taking advantage of someone who is vulnerable, and then you claim to have bought their land. Circumstances under which these lands were bought are themselves not very clear. They were very manipulative. They were very exploitative. There are a lot of things that has been done underground to ensure that these sales are done. Some people are forced to be sold. Some people are first evicted. Some people are just the person who buys it come and determine. People who are with guns. Some youth are arrested from their land before their land has been surveyed. The circumstances under which these land titles were given from these district land offices were all actually scandalous. So we are saying the Balaalo must go. They must leave Acholi land. And this eviction is welcome. They are saying whether you bought, whether you got for free, whether you are renting, whether you are Muko, leave this land. NTV, I appeal to the people of northern Uganda. Please boycott NTV. Don't listen to their shit of journalism. There's quite a lot of stupidity and unprofessionalism. We can even see which Gulu district has tarmacs like that. Gulu district, apparently, the headquarters is on a ward. You can't see a single tarmac. But here you are parading people in the tarmacs and say these are opinions of Gulu district. First of all, that's already enough of a shit. We need to boycott NTV because of unbiased, a compromised kind of journalism. Very biased and compromised. And this is not the level of journalism we want. The aim is to peddle a different narrative and probably have a say. Maybe you want to change. The last time the eviction did not take place properly because of a lot of this kind of nonsense that the mainstream media tries to peddle. We are not being sectarian. We have never bought any chunk of land from anywhere. There is no equity. Somebody from the western part of this country, each acre of land, even in the deepest village, they sell their land at least 10 million shillings per acre. Somebody who is poor, having only 2 hectares of land, can even sell the 2 hectares of land from there at 20 million, comes here using dubious means. They buy over 40, over 60 hectares of land. Where is the equity here? Where was the regulation? Where were the leaders? Where was government when these things were happening? So we thank that the president in his wisdom has said these people must leave. They must leave. This is something we are not going to compromise. NTV must be boycotted. The people of northern Uganda must say no to this kind of journalism, this kind of stupid journalism. So this is the message that I want to pass to everyone, that in northern Uganda, we welcome the presidential directive of evictions of Balaalo, which is imminent. It is only 1 day to go, lest they must be evicted, and we will make sure we provide volunteers as observers to ensure that these people leave and they do not return. Because I think people say we're sectarian, we're being, no way. When I go to Kampala, I own a rent, I get some small land, and I do business. The same way that very many of them who are here in Gulu town, in Gulu city, we don't have any problem with that completely. But when you go to our cultural sites, you begin to reside in our cultural sites, in our hunting ground, in the grounds where our ancestors used to harvest fruits, gather fruits, where we go and talk to our gods in case of no rain, in case of women becoming barren, in case of men becoming impotent. The cultural sites where our life resides, our ancestry starts from, that is where we draw the red line. And I think, because people think we only have bare hands, and these people are hunting, looking after their animals with the guns, so they think they can walk away with it. But believe me, even if in 100 years, these people will live, because the circumstances under which they came were very exploitative and very manipulative. We have seen people have lost their lives because they have been picked from their homes, taken to wherever destination they cannot tell, then their land sold. Most of the people, 99% of those people who sold land actually did not sell it rightfully. First of all, they did not own it. You just get a vast land, which used to be vast hunting ground, cultural site. You just say, from here up to there is mine. You start selling. Some people, they come in and complain, they sell something that belongs to other people. They come together and say, this person doesn't want to sell land. What do we do? They bring another person, start claiming your land. From there, they have a cartel, very organized group, from LC1 up to area land committee, up to the land board of the district. Everyone will say, it is you who owns the land, that these arrangements begin to say you don't own it through these local courts. Before you know, the person they claim that is the owner, in the next few weeks, you hear is selling the land. Very ridiculous, very stupid things happening here. So NTV, we must boycott NTV. Say no to NTV. Don't watch the channel NTV if you are from northern Uganda, because this is the only way we can boycott them. Say no to NTV because they're a shit of journalists, a shit of a media house.